Hello everyone, Achilles here with another video on ostomy care. This time I'm going to talk about the ostomy wafers. I use these fully colloidal ostomy wafers. As you see here, this is a brand new one that I'm going to use, and this is the old one that I have removed from my stomach. As you see here, if you can see the date, it is 4, which is March 4th, and today we're March 30th. So now I am going to be replacing the wafer that I use all the time, the fully colloidal type of wafers. And before I start, I just wanted to see how I do when I remove the wafer. In order to make it simple, when it's stuck, it's, it's still stuck quite a bit after so many days. So I just pull a little bit off, and I use, believe it or not, acetone. Yes, nail polish remover. I dip a little bit around the wafer on the inside of it, and I just peel it slowly, and whatever is left, I have taken bed sheets, much simpler this way, and cut them up into little squares, and I dab my acetone and clean it all up and remove whatever it is. And also, if I have any hairs which are growing, I actually pull them off so I have a good smooth surface as much as possible all the time around my stomach. So that's what I do with the old wafer. When I have taken my shower after cleaned with the acetone and all this, I take a shower and soap and everything, as you see here. Then to make sure, I usually take the hair dryer and just dab it a little bit. Oh yes, what I always do is when I use the hair dryer, I take a little piece of toilet paper, believe it or not, and wrap around my stomach. By the way, I have given it a name, Judas. I'll explain another time possibly. So I just to make sure, I dry up just a little bit, and I remove this. Why do I put the toilet paper or Kleenex or tissue? Because in the past I didn't do that, and believe it or not, because we have no nerves or anything, I can't feel any pain, and I actually burnt my stomach. So it was cooked for a few days. Now, here's my new wafer, and I put on it an M30, this time an M because I'm doing a video. Usually I just put the number, and it's 30 because it's March 30th. So this way I can keep a track of what I'm putting. As you can see, it is fully colloidal, which means it has no cloth, nothing around it. It's just fully colloidal. A simple little square. I put the date up here, and now what I do is, before I apply it, I heat it up a little bit. So now I heat a little bit around my stomach, and I heat it. I remove the paper, and I just put a smack on, like that. There we go. Voila. Haha. But I'm not finished. This is where the best part comes. For years I was using them this way, and all kinds with cloth to stay and etc. And I was having the trouble of my life to have it stuck. As you can see, the last one I took out was, March 30th. So what I've done is, by luck, by accident, I came across the maker Nexcare. As you see, Nexcare in this type of material. Nexcare, N-E-X-C-A-R-E. So all I do is I take strips. I'm gonna have to put my glasses on. so you can see what I'm doing, so that I can see what I'm doing. So here, now I'm going to stop talking almost, because I'm going to do this rather quickly as I'm used to. Observe how I do it. I used to stick all over the place and make a mess, but now I've learned with time. So I start with one, and I put it over here. One there. As you see, it's almost unsticking all over the place, and yet I'm not worried whatsoever. Take the scissors, the same method. Got a second. Oh, for the first time I got a little piece of tissue with it. Stick another one here. I made a little mistake for the first time, a little crease over here. Usually there's no creases whatsoever, but makes no difference. Number 3. And usually I look in the mirror. I have a mirror right there, so I'm going to look to see so that I don't miss exactly. And you can learn to do that too. There we go. That's the one down here. And last but not least, as you see, I've got 3 sides done. I've got one more side to go. Let me do it. I make it a little bit longer just in case. Cut it. Look in the mirror. Oop, I almost stuck it again. You can play with it. It's very good, this Nexcare body type. And you stick it. Like I always say, voila! There you are. After that I take my usual, which I've already shown you, my E-Colo flush bags, which I put in a bag which I've cut. I snap it on. And voila! I'm good to go. Sorry, at the same time you see my good old Stevie Wonder t-shirt, because I love musicians. As you see, you know I play. So it's done. It's gonna last now another 20 days about. This one here was stuck a little bit crooked because I'm doing the video. Usually I have it a little bit better, but it's gonna be no problem because I don't last with all these 4 pieces that I put. During the month, during the time that I have it on, they do get unstuck, those. I just get them out. Why don't I do it just to show you this one here, for instance? No, it's perfect. Actually, here is, after a week or so, they might unstick. I just remove them and put new ones, and always leave that wafer. And it stays beautiful. And that's it, that's all. Over and out. Done.